This year Shabbos comes out, Shabbos Hagadol, the last Shabbos before Pesach comes out, Mamash Erev Pesach. The night after Shabbos, Motzei Shabbos, is the first Seder of Pesach. The word Seder means the order. As we know, Chazal were very, very careful to put everything in its proper order. First Kadesh, Orchatz Karpas, everything has to be done in order. You can't mix up the kaises. You can't do one kais together with the other kais. No, this is first kais is on Kiddush, the second cup of wine is on Magid. Everything has its own order. One of the interesting moments in the Seder is when we say Hallel. We know we have to say Hallel. The Gemara learns it out from Sukkim. We say Hallel on the night of Pesach, Hillel, Skadesh Chag. We say Hallel on the night of Pesach, but we split up the Hallel. That's why there's no bracha on the Hallel. Usually we have a bracha, Baruch Atah Hashem, L'Kroyes Hallel. Sfardim say L'Gemaras Hallel. But on the night of Pesach, we don't make a bracha before the Hallel. We make it at the end. Melech Mula B'Tishbachas, we say at the end. But we don't say the bracha before Hallel. Why not? Say the Pesachim, because the Hallel is split up. As we know, if you look in the Haggadah, we start saying Hallel at the end of Magid, then we say the bracha Asher Ga'alanu, and we finish Magid. Then we start eating, we have matzah, maror, koyach, shulchan aruch, birchas hamazon, and then, now we continue the Hallel. So we can't say a bracha, there's too much of a break. But why did Chazal do that? Why did Chazal split up the Hallel and put half of Hallel in the beginning, in the middle of Magid, at the end of Magid, and then the rest of Hallel later on? Why did Chazal do that? So, Rabbi Yerucham Moshe in his Sefer, Yerach Lamoyedim, the Lake Rosh Shiva, he says that really there's two parts to Hallel. It's really based on the Levush. The Levush says that the beginning of Hallel, if you look in the words of Hallel, B'tzeis Yisrael Mitzrayim, the first two prakim of Hallel, the first two paragraphs that we say of Hallel, is directly connected to Yetzias Mitzrayim. So we are saying Hallel, it's the night of Pesach, we're saying Hallel, and it's really connected to Yetzias Mitzrayim. So we're finishing Magid, we want to already start the Hallel, we want to already say those prakim that have to do with the Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim. The rest of Hallel doesn't directly doesn't directly have the theme of Yetzias Mitzrayim. It has Yeshua, it has the Mo'ar Shiv Hashem, that Hashem saved us from all of our troubles, but it's not a direct connection. There's no direct connection between that part of Hallel and Yetzias Mitzrayim. So therefore we say that Hallel afterwards, separately, on the fourth kais. That's the Hallel. But this first part of Hallel is connected directly with Magid, so that's why we start saying it now. Says Rabbi Yerucham Moshe brings an unbelievable chiddush from the Mechilta. The Mechilta says that by Kriyas Yamsuf we know that Klal Yisrael said Shira after they left the Yam. So the Mechilta actually says that they actually began to say the Shira before the Kriyas Yamsuf. Like it says, Hashem Yilochin Lachem V'atem Tacharishon. So the pasuk says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu told, that Moshe told Bnei Yisrael, Hashem is going to fight this war. You just be quiet and wait for the Yeshua. But Klal Yisrael is just going to sit and do nothing. They said, Moshe, what should we do? He says, you know what you should do? You should start saying, Mifarim u'merayim v'neisim shir v'shevach dula v'teferes. You should start saying shir v'shevach. What shir v'shevach? We're still in trouble. We're the Mitzrayim are all around us. The Yam is in front of us. What should we say shir? No. Moshe said, say shir, and they started actually saying, a shir l'Hashem ki goy go. Of course, afterwards they said shira again. That was the main shir. But even beforehand, they already began to say shiras. What do we see from here? It says Yerucham Moshe, we see from here that one of the schuyas, one of the ways we can be zeiche to a Yeshua is by saying the shira even before HaKadosh Baruch Hu saves us. We have so much bitachon and so much emunah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to save us that we're already thanking Hashem for the Yeshua before it even happens. That's the schus that Klal Yisrael was before the, and that happens all the time. So it says Yerucham, that's the pshat in the Seder also. We finished talking about Yetzias Mitzrayim. We finished that. Now we're going to do the mitzvahs hayom, the Pesach, the matzah and the maror, the time of the Beis Hamikdash, the korban Pesach, and we have a shulchan aruch, we have a sudas yom tiv because of the Yetzias Mitzrayim. But then we have something left. We have unfinished business. We have the geula ha'asida. We're still in galus. What's going to happen with the Geula Hasidus? We say Hallel again. We say the second part of it. The second part of Hallel is not a shvach on what was, on the Ovar. It's a shvach on the Yasud, on the future. It's not on the past, it's on the future. We're saying now Hallel on the Geula Ha'asida. It didn't happen yet. No, with the schus that we're going to say Hallel, that's in that schus, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to save us. And that explains a few of the very interesting minhagim that we have. We know right after benching, we should drink the third kais. Before we start Hallel, we fill up a kais Eliyahu Hanavi. A case of commemorating Eliyahu Hanavi, and we open the door. And according to a lot of the Sifrim and Hagim, we open the door as if to say Eliyahu Hanavi is coming. He comes to visit the Seder, but not only comes to visit the Seder, he's coming to be Mevaser B'suras Tevis. He's coming to tell us that Mashiach is on his way. we're opening the door. And then we say the Psukim Shvei Chamas Chal Hagoyim, which goes on all the nations that persecuted us throughout the years of Golus. We mention it now. Why do we mention it now? It's an introduction to the Hallel. This Hallel is a Hallel in commemoration of Bias HaMashiach. Mashiach didn't come yet, so we say the Hallel now. This is the Shvach that we say now, and this is the Schus that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to take us out of the Golus. But Schus, our Bitachon and our Amunah of saying the Hallel now, on the night of Pesach, every Seder, we do the same thing, and we hope that this is going to be the Schus that's going to bring Mashiach. That's the Pshat in the beginning of Nirtzah, when we say Chasal Seder Pesach Kel Chosai. That's the two parts of the Chasal Seder Pesach Kel Chosai. Now that we finished doing the Seder Pesach, we did everything we were supposed to do, we commemorated Yetzias Mitzrayim. So Zach Sheikh and Ma'ina, therefore HaKadosh Baruch Hu, please bring back the Beis HaMikdash, L'Shana Haba Yerushalayim. This is the bracha and this is the hope that after we set the Hallel, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu and that Schus will bring us back to Yerushalayim. It should be taka this way. This year, when we sit down, we sit down the Seder Pesach. It should taka be the Seder Pesach of the Geula HaShalem. It shouldn't just be the commemoration of the past Geula. It should be the commemoration, also the Shvach and the Haidah of the future Geula. It should be b'meher v'yameinu. Wishing everybody a Freilich Pesach, Chakosher v'Sameach. We should be zeichet to eat min azvachim, min apsachim, and min apsachim, min azvachim this year b'meher. Good Yom Tov.